It's a hockey stream on episode 618 of the VIG Lounge as the Vegas Golden Knights travel once more to the Show Me State with the Blues on the ropes. Can the Golden Knights put this series to bed and move on to the second round? Or will St. Louis have Vegas singing the blues as it at least will go to a game 5? There is only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It, of course, is disgustingly hot here today. There was a record broken apparently yesterday. It was over 40 degrees Celsius from what I understand. And we also have some forest fire smoke going on, so I can't really even open windows to help when things start supposed to cool down. So, am I cranky? Yes. Will it come out on stream? I certainly hope not. Will my brain sound scrambled because I'm overheated? Possibly, but let's have a good time anyway, right? Let's jump right in to Game 4 in the first round of this season mode playoff. Golden Knights and Blues here on the VIG Lounge. St. Louis with the opening draw. Robert Thomas trying to break in. Was not able to do so. Had his chance, but it was 3 a.m. and he must be lonely. Here's Mark Stone, fires one for Vegas, rebound! Off of Binnington. And the first shot belongs to the Golden Knights, but Binnington shut the door and did not allow a rebound. Blue gets crunched along the wall as Shea Theodore carries in. Theodore stops up, shoots one, and a pad save by Binnington. Decent chance there for the Golden Knights blue liner. Pass to Eichel, who's back checking nicely. Finds McNabb, who's going to step into one, shoots, and it's blocked before it could get there. I thought I was going to do a slap shot, but I ran out of time, so he didn't really step into it either. William Karlsson has it now for the Golden Knights. Trying to weave his way through, knocks it off his stick, but it goes to Marner. There, he steps into that one, does McNabb. And Binnington's got it. Nearly 5 minutes gone in the opening frame, still waiting for the game's first goal. William Karlsson wins it back to Rasmus Anderson, and that shot is blocked away to the corner. Karlsson has it again. Now trying to get his way through the Blues' defense, but unable to do so. Now Anderson sets up the one-timer that goes off of Hannafin. Goes off of Howden from Hannafin. And it gets knocked out of the zone as Noah Hannafin retreats and looks for the Golden Knights to reload. Up the right side to William Karlsson. Karlsson trying to find a lane, and he does. He didn't get the shot that he wanted, but he did get one off anyway. One-timer, and that shot goes wide and hits the back of the net, or hits the boards behind the net rather. Golden Knights have to keep it in. Noah Hannafin trying to get the puck to Binnington, but he pounced on it before they could take a shot. 11:46. Like a good neighbor, Jake is there, and a knockdown on Mitch Marner from Jake Neighbors. 63 on 93. Marner appears to be no worse for wear. Karlsson wins it back. Finds Jeremy Lauzon, who lets one grip, and that's denied. As Lauzon tries to fire a second time, and is denied once more. Lauzon with a shot, he scores! First strike, still deadly, and the Golden Knights lead it 1-0. I figured I'd change it up. Do a little Testament reference right there for any metal fans that are watching. Hope you guys liked it. Now Dylan Coghlan carries it and shoots, denied by Binnington. Pass across. To Alexander Holtz, who's made his way into the lineup, because we know that he is still a Golden Knight for another year. I was not aware of that. Wearing number 11 for the VGK. And now Torpachenko carries in for the Blues. To Joseph, who is no longer a Blue, I don't believe. I'm trying to remember where Matthew Joseph ended up signing. I want to say it was the Rangers, but I'm not 100% sure. Shot by Eichel, and that went high and wide. Binnington has it and pounces on it. St. Louis has their first shot. Golden Knights up to double digits already, 10-1. This has been big blast. That shot went wide. And the Golden Knights retreat to their own zone. On the stick now of Shea Theodore. Up the left side to Barbashev. Barbashev trying to dance his way through, shoots, and he cranked it off the crossbar. 6:21 to go in the first. Eichel lost the draw, delivered a hit, but it wasn't enough. And Robert Thomas carries out for the Blues. Shot deflected wide. Golden Knights still have it. And it's carried in by Ivan Barbashev. Barbashev dishes off to Eichel, and off to McNabb. And Binnington got a piece of that. Now Dylan Holloway. Crushed into the boards. McDowell. Up the right wing side to Jonas Rombeard. Rombeard looks to dance his way in, and Binnington down low with an excellent stop, which would have, I believe, have been Jonas Rombeard's first goal in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. I know Lavoie had scored in game 1, I believe. It was either game 1 or game 2. I can't remember at this point, but I know Raphael Lavoie did find the back of the net for the VGK, but we decided to go with Alexander Holtz instead. Well, actually, no, I think Lavoie is in, and Lazinski is out. Either way. William Karlsson trying to dance his way in, and another save by Binnington. And he will recharge. Again, I just do not understand these goalie special abilities, but whatever. Yeah, that's not an edge stat, sorry. I know he's made 12 saves, because I have 13 shots on goal and one's gone by him. There you go. Basic blind guy math right there. Minute 12 to go in period 1. Tessier sends it all the way down. Of course, he is a Montreal Canadian now. Puck carried in now by Noah Hannafin. Hannafin tried to dance through, was unable to do so, blocked off by Dylan Holloway. And that'll do it for the opening period of play. 1-0 Golden Knights off the shot from Jeremy Lauzon. And the Golden Knights largely controlled the play. Let's take a look at the stats after 20 minutes. Shots on goal 13-1 in favor of the VGK. Hits 10-4, favoring Vegas as well. Passing percentage close for both teams, but the Blues are winning on that one. Oh my God, I'm actually winning the face-off battle 4-3. Stay tuned, that's not going to last long, but we'll try. Either way, 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Let's see if the Golden Knights can extend this lead and get one step closer to the second round. And Eichel wins the opening draw, period number 2, and we're underway once again from Enterprise Center. Here in St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, I don't have anything against the state of Missouri. It's just that my ex was a Blues fan, and she turned out to be a terrible person, so I kind of have a bit of a gripe against St. Louis. I had one against Montreal as well, but one of my best friends is a Habs fan, so I can kind of let that one slide a little bit. Stone to the net, scores! Let's go, Stone Cold Crazy! As Mark Stone puts up a goal to increase the lead to 2. It all started with a huge hit from Brayden McNabb. And then here's the goal. And Jim Montgomery looking rather flustered on the Blues bench. .17:46 to go as the Golden Knights have extended the lead. Pass back. Now onto the stick of Eichel. Tried to get it to Theodore and missed the pass. And it's sent all the way back down, but that's an icing call. 16:49, and you know what? Yeah, we're feeling fine. Out shooting the Blues 14-2 and leading 2-0. Can we get an offensive zone draw win? I would love that. No. Absolutely not. Theodore with a long drive off the pad of Binnington. Blues won the draw, but the Golden Knights retrieved the puck and got a decent chance there. Dylan Holloway knocked off the puck. Pass across to McNabb. Up the right side to Jack Eichel. Eichel dances his way in. Shoots, scores! What a move! Eichel motorcycle, and it's 3-0 Vegas. Karlsson won it up to Marner. Rebound from Karlsson. Scores! The initial shot from Marner. And then the rebound from William Karlsson. Binnington thought he had it, but he thought wrong. And Wild Bill doubles the lead. It is now 4-0 Golden Knights. And I think that is the end of Jordan Binnington. And if I'm not mistaken, the Golden Knights have chased Jordan Binnington in all 4 of these games. Rasmus Andersson dances his way in, shoots, rebound, score! Karlsson again! 2 goals and I believe 2 shots and on 2 different goalies. And you know what that means? The Golden Knights are ahead by a fistful. Pass back to Hannafin. All the way up the left wing side. William Karlsson trying to walk the Blues defense. Wasn't able to do so. That would have been spectacular if he could have. Anderson. There was a devastating body check. Here's Marner. Lost the puck. Big save by Aiden Hill. Probably his best on the, well, it actually is his best on the 3 shots he's faced. I can't even think of what the other 2 are. And then Howden scores! Oh, blackjack! As Brett Howden goes basically end to end. And it's that old saying, a save at one end leads to a goal at the other. And Brett Howden goes upstairs on Hofer. And Vegas is absolutely leaving St. Louis to sing the blues. Riley Smith feeds it back. Hurdle. Big drive by the man who started it all, Jeremy Lauzon, but this time Hofer was able to save it. And a simple backhander, Hofer has that. 9:03 to go. As we look at the goaltending matchup, it was Hill and Binnington. But Binnington got chased for giving up 4, and then Hofer's given up 2 of his own against, so far, the perfect Aiden Hill. The left side now to Eichel. Eichel dances in. Tries to do a flyby in front, denied. And now back to Barbashev. McNabb with a blast, turned aside by Hofer. Eichel's got it. He's looking for 2 to join William Karlsson in that regard. Now Barbashev out in front. He couldn't get the shot off. Back to the blue line. McNabb tees one up and he puts it wide. Robert Thomas carries in for St. Louis. Don't know if he was gonna take anybody for granted, but maybe. Was he gonna push someone around? Maybe he will. Or push you around? Maybe he will. There's Oscar Sundqvist. Recently re-signed by the Blues. And a pass to nobody in particular, and it rolls in on Aiden Hill. Jack Eichel's got it. Dances. As the second period tends to tick down. Mark Stone dances in. What a roof! Oh my goodness! The roof! The roof! The roof is on fire! What a goal by Mark Stone! Roof Daddy! Karlsson gets it to Marner. Marner dances his way in, shoots, save made, Hofer, and he's got the rebound. Woo, ice cream. I could use some on a day like this. Might have to grab some a wee bit later. Anderson is in, denied by Hofer. Glorious chance for the VGK blue liner. Bukestad gave it away. Nice passing play in front, and the Golden Knights were able to survive that one. William Karlsson will dump it in. Collected along the wall by Marner. Marner pops out in front, denied by Binnington. And that's it for 40 minutes of play. The Golden Knights have absolutely blitzed the Blues. It was 2-0 in the first. It is 7-0 after 40. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Golden Knights heavily outshooting the Blues, 27-5. Hits, not much better, 20-12. And look at that, Vegas rocking a 91.3 passing percentage. Blues went down to 86. See, I knew I'd be losing in the draw for not too long, and I'm definitely losing now, 9-8. But we're doing respectably. Hopefully, we can do that for one more period at least. But can the Golden Knights close this one out? I mean, it's all but a certainty at this point, barring a miraculous St. Louis comeback. But we'll have to play it out anyway. So 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up, third period action, and a chance for Vegas to move on. Coming at you here on the VIG Lounge. And Barbashev will carry it in, and that is a slight offside. Ivan Barbashev dances his way in, trying to get a shot away, and it's denied by Binnington. Golden Knights trying to get it back into the blue zone. Mark Stone will do just that. He's on hat-trick watch, as is William Karlsson, but Stone gets there first. Like a rolling stone, Mark Stone's got 3, and the Golden Knights lead 8-0. Oh, seriously, thanks to my subscriber that asked me to start streaming in something like dynamic medium. I apologize, it's been so long that I can't remember who it was. But it was fantastic knowing that, honestly, because blind guy can, see the corners now where I couldn't before with the overhead view. So this has been since NHL 25, I believe. So thank you once again. Apologies that I can't place the name. Here's a look at Mark Stone, who's found the back of the net 3 times tonight. There's number 1. Or numero uno. And numero dos. And numero tres. Beautiful. Gotta do it for the Hispanic speaking community because it's in Vegas. So they wouldn't do French. And I just figured, do something a little different. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I tried to make it sound as authentic as I could. But I am not Hispanic, and I'm not doing anything to hopefully upset anybody who is. I just kind of wanted to have a little bit of that Western desert flair for Las Vegas. Howden's got it. He's got a goal tonight as well. Lost the puck, though. And the Blues running out of time, but are certainly delivering the physicality. I don't know what kind of message they're trying to send, because the series will be over if the Blues lose tonight. And there's a shot in front. Nice pad save by Aiden Hill. One-timer deflected wide. Puck rolls in, and Hill's got it. 12:28 remaining in period number 3. Highlighting Rasmus Anderson. Kaboom! That's why. You can see hits like that for 8 more years unless Vegas finds a way to get out from under that contract if it goes bad. .426. Checking the time on the clock just because I've got or time on my watch, I should say, because I've got a grocery order to tend to. But that's why I just said a random number. I didn't even mean to say it out loud. Which is 4:26 Eastern time at the time I was looking at my watch, just so you guys know I'm not crazy. At least, not yet. This heat might make me that way, though. We'll have to see. Riley Smith, back to the blue line. Dylan Coghlan sends one into traffic. Riley Smith with a crunch along the wall. Smith with a shot turned away by Binnington. Smith's got it again. Now to Coghlan once more. Pass save, Holter. Rebound for Holtz. Man, that's confusing. Here's Holtz. He's in alone. Couldn't get the shot off. Knocked down along the wall. Shot blocked and carried in by Theodore. Look at this. This is beautiful. Oh, I had a perfect play. I wanted to say it and I couldn't. Thank you, Colton Parayko, you son of a bitch. Theodore has it again. McNabb will simply dump it in. And Barbashev will chase it down. Knocked away, gets to a blue stick, Buchnevich. To Sundqvist. And McNabb's knocked down. Parayko's has it as well. Just under 5 minutes to go. Sundqvist. And Marner will dump it in. Oh, what a feed. Here we go. Noah Hannafin. Oh, he just ran out of room. Getting it back to Marner, covering at the point. Anderson fires one. It gets blocked by a teammate. Some inadvertent friendly fire. And... oh, I thought the Blues, yeah, I think they are going to get a penalty out of that. And it's Cam Fowler, the former Duck, who will be assessed a minor for cross-checking and sit for 2 minutes or less. And the fans do not like this one bit. I wasn't sure because it's later in the game. And I thought that maybe the Blues were booing because the team was doing poorly, but no, they're actually mad that there's a penalty, so fair enough. Eichel crunches it along the wall, shoots, and a save by Hofer. He's got it with just under 2 minutes remaining in the game and on the Golden Knights power play. 147 in the power play, 154 in the game. Mitch Marner dances and he cranked it off the post. Posty! Mark Stone bounces it off the wall, but it goes to a blue. Somehow St. Louis is up to double-digit in shots. I have no idea how that happened, but good for them, I guess. Only took them into the third period to be able to do that. Here comes Theodore. Shoots, denied as it got blocked. Mark Stone looking for Thorne. He nearly got it. But that shot deflected wide. Riley Smith. And I believe that's going to be a power play goal. Mr. Smith continues the rout. And it's 9-0 in the fourth and deciding game of this series as the Golden Knights were already up 3-0. And this, I mean, if it wasn't sealed already, whoo, boy, it is definitely sealed now. 38 seconds left. And the Golden Knights are comfortably going to dispatch the St. Louis Blues in this fourth game and move on to the second round and await their opponent. Oh, and a shot just went wide. Karlsson looking for the hat trick. He's not going to get it, but he tried. Hofer juggling the puck. And I think either the ref lost sight of it or Hofer has it. Either way, VGK have themselves an offensive zone face-off. Bertle wins it back to Coughlin. It deflects wide. And it's in! Tomas Ninja Hurdle on the net scramble, and the Golden Knights hit double digits in goals. Oh man, that was a greasy goal. That is fast food right there at its finest. And by finest, I mean greasiest. As Tomas Hertl puts the Golden Knights up by 10 in this game. I think this is the most goals that I've scored in this series with Vegas. And you can breathe now, Golden Knights and Golden Knights fans. St. Louis will be singing the blues and packing their bags for the offseason as the Vegas Golden Knights hand St. Louis a 10-0 shellacking. Aiden Hill with a shutout. Both Mark Stone and William Karlsson with a pair of goals. And the supporting cast spread things out as well. Eichel with a goal, Hertl with a goal, Riley Smith. Jeremy Lauzon is the one who got it started for Vegas. And that's it for the Vegas Golden Knights and the St. Louis Blues in this series. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 41-11. That is insane. 34-20. The hits got closer. The Blues really poured it on. And Vegas won the passing battle, 88.2 to 85.2. And we lost the draws, 17-11. Not the worst, but still not ideal. But if anybody followed this channel long enough, you know Blind Guy sucks at these draws. And nice thing is, the Golden Knights got the only power play late in the third, and thanks to Riley Smith, we were successful on it. So I will certainly take that. But thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the VIG Lounge. Once more, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a terrific Tuesday, everybody.